He's come through and won that first game, is to stay on that even field. Don't get too high because you won the game, because you got 3 more to win.
Keep the speed up. That's always important, and he does. Beautiful shot on lane 15.
See, it helps when you have a good friend who's been through the wars before like this. They can say, hey, you know, I'm right here with you. You know, this is where you need to be thinking, and let's work on it together.
Tony Westlake always comes out firing from the hip. Does so here, and the man from Edmond, Oklahoma, X's in frame number 1.
Tony holding the ball down low, slides that first kind of a half step. Now it's basically 4 steps. Look at it at the top, right in time. Look how steady the head is. Good slide, and see the follow-through. Right up past his ear.
Had a dismal winter tour, took a couple of weeks off at the end, and is just now getting his game and his confidence back. One of the more consistent players over the last 5 years on the tour, and circled that shot and was fortunate to leave the 2 and the 8 without some company.
But see, his ball is not reacting the same as Billy Oakes. When Billy Oakes gets it too wide like that, it makes a left turn and winds up in the pocket. I mean, just looking at the ball reactions between the 2 players, I would say Oakes definitely has the advantage in this match. 18.4.
Could almost be like 2 players hitting 2 different style golf balls, and one guy's hitting it 25 yards past the other guy.
Very similar, yeah.
Oakes, who came into the championship round tonight, Mike, averaging 187 in the final 5. Got 257 in the opening game.
It'll raise that average a little bit. You see, he got that one in, and it held all the way. We saw him in the 10th frame swing it wide, and it comes back. When a bowler sees that kind of reaction, and he knows that he's got a little hold area, and if he throws it good with speed to the right, his confidence goes up, and he starts throwing it better and better and better.
Especially if you're a fairly straight player who's an accurate player to begin with.
Right. And you give a straight player a couple of boards to the right, oh, their eyes just light up.
And so does the scoreboard. For 3 in a row. Ooh. Overturned this time, and a break for Billy Oakes.
Soft on the speed again, just not the speed that he had before. Gets it wide of the second arrow. Starts breaking too soon right now. Kind of quits at the pocket and has the 4-7-10. The 6 gives an extra nudge to the 10 and knocks it out of there, and he's satisfied.
Take the spare.
Boy, 2 shaky shots and you got a spare out of it. You know that things are going right for you when that happens.
And he knows that too. Tony Westlake down by 8 pins.
Tony told me in practice that the left lane was hooking 1 board more for him. So maybe that's what he played the first frame, and it didn't come back. It'd be interesting to see if he moves a board to the right on this shot to try and play it the same as the right lane.
Strike here, and he takes the lead.
And this is the lane he picked to finish on. He had the choice.
A little more turn. And he's left with a dinner bucket.
He's got to make some kind of adjustment, Dan. That's 2 in a row, and he's got the 2 and the 8 both times. This time the 2 and the 8 has company. Unwelcome company.
Crowded room on lane 15. Plus you lose, well, you don't lose the pin count. He was on a strike.
Now, he's only going to lose count if he doesn't make it. Perfect.
Beautiful shot by Tony Westlake. And we have ourselves a very tight match. Let's see if Billy Oakes can get back on track. Average on the rise.
Pretty shot. Absolutely pretty shot there.
A very determined confidence.
Right over that second arrow again. Swung it out a little bit. Rolled back on a nice even arc that time.
Really stayed with that shot a long time.
And I'm sure he's thinking right now, maintain your speed on this left lane.
Zip there.
The 10 heard that speed.
6-pin whistling right around the 10, and that was a shot at a second double, and it would have been an 18-pin lead.
Yeah. Watch it up close and personal here. Very personal when that 6 doesn't hit the 10. Cross lane at the 10 pin. Bounces it in there.
Tony Westlake with 2 strikes on the right-hand lane, but left-hand lane has been the problem
For both players.
Tony Westlake quickly becoming the Mike Durbin of the telecast.
One lane out.
That's it.
One lane bowler.
Greatest one-lane bowler in the history of the PBA, Mike Durbin.
Yep, that's for sure.
But you figured out the left-hand lane a couple times.
A couple of things.
Yeah. At least it's comforting to know that you can strike on one of them.
And he's figured out the left one now, too.
Took a couple of shots, but Tony Westlake beginning to zero in on the championship round pair as he takes a 2-pin lead.
On the second arrow, flush in the 1-3 pocket. This one looks almost exactly the same. Over the second arrow, flush in the 1-3 pocket, but the 10 pin doesn't go.
Cross lane, picks off the 10. And now let's see if Tony Westlake can add to the lead. He's on a double, and he's up now in the 7th frame.
On the lane that he struck on every time. 3 for 3 over here.
Right back at him, this time with the light hit on lane 16.
Got his ace release. He saw his hand kind of come over the top of the ball that time. With the dry part of the lane, threw it back into the 1-3 pocket.
Tony up by 12. Could extend it to 22 with a strike here in the 8th. Rick Steele-Smith is next, and our top seed, Mike Albee, is looking to become only the 7th player in PBA history to win 20 or more titles in his career.
Oh, pretty shot there. He went right straight up with that one all the way through. And Billy Oakes is in a must-strike situation. Down 22. He's got to put it. May not be enough even if he takes it out the sheet.
Came from behind in match number 1 to win. And, of course, we've got baseball coming up on Sunday night as the Yankees and the White Sox will tangle at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, exclusive coverage on ESPN.
And our Indians have caught those Yankees.
That's right. Big game tonight at the stadium. Nagy and Roger Clemens, right?
Right.
Fastball by Bill Oakes and a strike on lane 16.
And the biggest shot of the week coming up for him right now. In order to have any chance to win this match, he has to strike here, and he knows it.
Possible 238 for Bill Oakes. Westlake has room for 260.
It usually beats 238.
Yeah. That's what Bill's thinking. Trying to give himself a chance, and he does. Bill Oakes fights back with a key double in the 8th of the 9th. Now all he can do is sit back and watch Tony Westlake.
And he's not hoping anything bad happens to Tony. He's just hoping he gets tapped.
More room. 2-pin stands. The first time that Westlake does not strike on lane 16.
little extra speed and just did not make it back, but he got 9 out of it, which was a big pin because he could still strike it on the 10th for 239. We see 18.6. You know, he's swinging it out about 4.5 boards there. Boy, the ball's still at 6.5 at 45 feet.
Had a chance to talk to Tony and ask him, how tough is it to defend a title out here on the PBA National Tour?
I think it's very difficult. Del Ballard did it this year, and the last time before that was Walter Ray in Edmond in 86 and 7. And I don't know before that. It's been a while, so it's difficult, but I'm going to give it my best shot tonight.
Because you know West Tony ahead by 11.
Powerful shot there.
Watch the 6, Ben, here. When we get the up-close look here, comes in, and that 6 comes out of the channel to get that 10. That just indicates the ball was alive with heavy fingers. 18.6 miles per hour. He's been pretty steady with that kind of speed, but he swung that one. It just seemed like more. This one puts him in the 230s.
Got a handful, maybe too much. And that's exactly the case. All Tony can do is shake his head.
He's almost relegated to going for the 3 here, then. That would give him 228 and force Oaks to get 2 strikes in the 10th again on that same right lane like he did against Forkel in order to win the match. He got them all. It really doesn't matter.
Classy shot by Tony Westlake, but he wanted the shot in the 11th back.
Oh, he makes the 3-6, the 3-4-6 10. There we go.
Clean game, 229. And Bill Oaks can come out a winner.
And Oaks, who has struck every time on this right lane. Well, he got her pocket all the way. Woo!
Westlake hoping for anything but a strike here out of Bill Oaks.
Well, we've had 2 exciting matches. Oaks has had the pressure on him both times, having to strike out in the 10th frame to win. Right now, the count is academic. He strikes here, he wins. He doesn't strike, he loses. Here he comes.
Absolutely bowling at its finest. Westlake has to reach out and give him high five because that's what it's about on the PBA Tour.
Well, Tony's done that to enough players over his PBA career, too. He knows what it's like to have to step up there and throw those strikes, and he has a reputation of being a great clutch bowler. So when somebody does it against him, he appreciates the effort.
Stay behind the line. Get a couple or more. And it's on to semifinal game for Bill Oaks, whose confidence is building here at Red Carpet Lanes in Green Bay. He has already disposed of Forkel and